Hi, I'm Chef Cherise. My business is called Cooking with Chef Cherise. I am a chef instructor and I teach large group cooking classes.
Hi, I'm Pete Andrews with Chicago Game Gourmet, and we sell all different types of gourmet food. Check us out on our website at chicagogame.us. And today we're here to cook some bison tomahawk with a whiskey peppercorn cream sauce.
And I'm going to make spinach stuffed mozzarella and tomato bread, normally done in the oven, but it's so hot today we're going to do it on the grill.
Without even turning the grill on. Okay, so here's what we're using today. Cherise, what do you got?
For our spinach stuffed mozzarella and tomato bread, we are going to start with one pre-baked loaf of bread. I like to use Vienna loaf because it's wider and you can stuff it with all these good things. We're also going to use salted butter, 2 tablespoons of chopped red onion. You could also use any other milder onion. You could use yellow, or you could use even chives, or you could use shallots. We have 2 minced garlic cloves. We're going to go with 2 cups of mozzarella. I like to grate it myself because it doesn't have any anti-caking agents when I grate it myself, and it tends to melt better. And we're going to have 2 ounces of sliced back olives, 4 cups of fresh spinach. I like to use baby spinach instead of the mature leaves because they're a little more tender and they lay more nicely on the bread. And then we have sliced tomatoes. Any tomato will do. And then we're going to use fresh parsley, flat Italian parsley, not curly.
Today I'm going to be making a bison tomahawk with a whiskey peppercorn cream sauce. We're starting with a 2.5 pound bison tomahawk chop. And I'm going to cook that in some bison tallow. And then for the sauce, I'm going to make a whiskey black peppercorn cream sauce. So we got Jack Daniels, a little beef stock, some shallots, salt and pepper, and heavy cream. Okay, so it sounds like we're ready.
Let's get cooking.
Let's go.
We are going to prep our spinach stuffed mozzarella and tomato bread. The great thing about this bread is you could prep it morning of, stick it in the fridge, and then when it's time to eat dinner, you've got the bread almost done. All you have to do is bake it in the oven or throw it on the grill. So the first thing we do is we chop the ingredients that need chopping. Then we're going to cut our bread, stuff it full of all the yummy stuff, wrap it in foil. I like to use a serrated knife when cutting tomatoes because the serrated edge of the knife grabs the skin and it's an easier cut through it without any smashing. We don't want soggy bread, so I'm going to put a little salt on these. That'll help draw out some of the liquid, and in a few minutes we'll go back and kind of knock these to get those seeds out. I'm going to smash the garlic into the butter so that when we spread the butter across both sides of the bread, everyone is sure to get a nice bite of this delicious garlic. This is our fresh Italian parsley. There is a lot of flavor in the stems, but I do not prefer the texture for this dish, so we're not going to use them. When you're cutting any fresh leafy herb, you don't want to chop it because you'll be bruising it. So you just gather it lightly, roll it as much as you could, and then just pull your knife gently through in about 1/4 inch increments. We cut our bread lengthwise, open it up, and we are going to pull out the inside so that everything we're stuffing it with has room. With this extra bread, you can pan fry it in some butter and smear some jelly on it. Lots of yummy things to do with this extra bread. I like to assemble my bread right on here. That saves me some mess. The first thing you want to do is take your garlic butter and evenly distribute it across both slices of the bread. Make sure everybody gets a little bit of that. You could actually just be done here and this would be delicious. You want to take your mozzarella and sprinkle a portion of it across the bottom. We want to put mozzarella between the layers to kind of have it be the glue as this melts. You're going to take your spinach. This is 4 cups, loosely packed, but you're going to just put on whatever fits. You want to really load it up because spinach is going to reduce itself a lot once it's cooked. Add a little bit more mozzarella. And then we start layering our other ingredients. We've got our red onion. Okay, you can see our tomatoes have let out some of the juice, so I'm going to give these a little slap as I put them on. And that juice will not be making our bread soggy. We've got our fresh parsley. I love parsley, so I just put a little extra on. Our black olives. Doesn't this look good already? And then we're going to finish with the rest of the mozzarella. Actually, I did not have mozzarella the other day when I went to make this bread and used manchego cheese, and that was even more delicious. And we put the lid on. Move this guy to the center, and we're going to wrap him up, and then he goes in the fridge or straight into your oven or grill. Get some of this extra back in there. All right, I'm going to turn him a little. This guy's extra long. We want to make sure that our ends are covered. That's it. And we wait for this guy to get melty and crispy.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn this baby on high, and we are gonna get this cooking. Make sure you got your heat going. Oh yeah, it's getting there. Okay, so we're gonna salt and pepper this baby, both sides. And I'm gonna use a nice thick peppercorn. They call this the butcher's cut. Don't be afraid. Okay, we're ready. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do a little hash mark first. So you get this baby hot, give it a little cross marks. We're gonna go about 1.5 minutes on each side. Okay, it's been about a minute. Now we're just gonna move this to the other side, and you'll get a nice cross mark on here. 1 more minute on that side, and I'll show you the opposite. We'll flip it over. Okay, now we're gonna put our searing pan on. We want that hot when we're ready to go. And I'm gonna put a little bit of our tallow in there as well. Just a couple of scoops. The tallow is gonna help crisp it, and not too much because the bison's got a little fat, but
All right, we're gonna put our bread on now. This was made earlier. And we're gonna leave it on here till it's crispy and melted. Based on the temperature of your grill, you wanna check it after about 20 minutes. You really want that spinach and garlic and onions and everything in there to cook for the most delicious piece.
okay, so now we're ready to take this, and I'm gonna show you the cross marks that we did. See those? Really nice looking. And we're gonna pan sear it on this side now. We're gonna finish it up in this side of the pan. All right, before we close this up, we're gonna use a meat thermometer, and this is gonna get us to about 122, 123, and I'm gonna set this up right now. Put this in a nice thick part of this. Make sure that actually gonna turn this side off so it doesn't burn, and then you can close it, and we'll be ready. Wow, look at that. Fantastic. We are ready to remove that and let it rest. So now I'm gonna remove this. Put that aside. Get this baby off of here. All right. We're gonna let this rest for about 20 minutes. And in the meantime, Cherise's stuffed bread is gonna stay on here and continue to cook for about another 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, now we're gonna take the see how this goes? Okay, we are ready to make our sauce. So I'm gonna have Cherise come and take her bread off the grill. Okay, so what we're gonna do, turn this over. We got enough grease in the pan. Well, we got a lot of bits and pieces in that pan we want to work with. So, first ingredient, whiskey. We got to make sure it's good. Oh yeah, it's good. Pour a little of that in there. All right. Shallots. We're gonna cook those down. Just want these to cook for maybe about 30 seconds, maybe a minute, just to season this up a little bit. Okay, now we're gonna put in the beef stock. Okay. We are gonna let this reduce down for about 5 minutes. 3 to 5 minutes. We're gonna let that cook down just a little bit. Then we'll come back and then we're gonna put in the cream and then our sauce will be ready. Okay, now it's been cooking for about 5 minutes. It's reduced down. We're gonna add the cream. It's our Whiskey Peppercorn Cream Sauce. Okay, the time is now. We're gonna see how this baby cooked on the grill. We're gonna cut it right in half. Just how I like it. Medium rare.
Pete, I'm so excited to try this. I've never had bison.
Yeah, this looks fantastic. That bread looks great. So let's try a little of this
All right,
gravy on here. May I?
please.
All right.
What is the gravy?
This is the peppercorn.
Oh, the whiskey sauce.
The whiskey sauce. Yeah, whiskey peppercorn cream sauce.
I did not realize you were going to start my grill on fire today.
Well, you know, there's always surprises when we make these things. All right. Let's bon appetit. Let's try this.
Oh my God. This is delicious.
Man, it's really good. Let's try this bread shot here too. That is really tasty bread.
So good, right? You saw how easy it was.
That was easy.
Yeah.
Most everything right out of your garden.
And a little nutritious, like I promised.
I feel better already.
Okay.
Yes. Hey, just keep this between you and me. Don't tell Pat, your husband, that I almost burned your house down,
I
all
will
right?
not say a word.
Okay, because he won't invite us back here then.
That's right.
So Cherise, this was great. How can people get in touch with you? Would you actually show them how to make something like this?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
I would come into your home and do a cooking lesson. I would come into your company and do a cooking lesson. It's a great thing for an employee perk, something a little different. So you go to cookingwithchefcherise.com, and I have a few of my programs listed, but email me and I have about 15 for you to choose from.
That's great. That's fabulous. So what is the email address that you go to?
Cookingwithchefcherise.com.
Awesome.
And what if everybody wants to buy this delicious bison, Pete?
Well, you know, then they have to come to my website for
Right.
that, which is chicagogame.us. And we've got literally hundreds of different choices. Bison Tomahawk is one. Yeah, come on over and take a look. Okay, so if you like this video and you want to see more of them, like, subscribe. Okay, so if you like this video and you want to see more, like, comment, and subscribe. Tell us what else you'd like to see, and we'll catch you in the next video.